to our first ever Southeast Super Affiliate Tournament. I'm Lynn Bright.
And I'm Amy Height, and we're the Virginia Affiliate Directors.
We're so excited to have teams here from Arkansas, Louisiana, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia competing today.
Not only will we announce the top winners from each state, but we'll also announce the best in tournament winners. Those teams have the highest total score across all affiliates.
I can't wait to see who will advance in our first ever virtual tournament.
But first, we'd like to announce our scholarship winner.
We're so very pleased to be able to present the Harry Hancock Destination Imagination Scholarship to a very deserving DI alum. Harry Hancock is a long-standing diva that was given so much to DI program. We are so happy to honor him by giving this year's scholarship to
Liv Galbraith, our phenomenal scholarship winner. We would tell you more about her, but in true DI style, she has it covered in her awesome scholarship application video.
Hi, I'm Liv Galbraith. I'm a senior at Princess Anne High School, and everything that I need to know, I learned from DI.
Meet 5th grade Liv. Bright, passionate, and in constant need of a creative outlet.
Please ignore my fashion choices. I was a different person then.
She wrote the script for the Going to Extremes challenge that year, and from then on, she was hooked. That year, I learned how to have fun with creativity. I was kind of a serious kid, but DI taught me the value of just relaxing and having fun with the things that I was creating. Was it really so impossible that a group of kids could crash a rocket on a polluted cloud made of packing peanuts?
Of course not.
In 6th grade, I learned how to celebrate the creativity of others. That year, our team did not make it past regionals, but we learned how to appreciate all of the accomplishments of the other teams nonetheless. I learned how to cheer on and celebrate complete strangers and then learn from their creativity. In 7th grade, I learned how to be curious. Our solution was about the Chicago World's Fair of 1893, so all of us did a lot of research to bring out the details of this time period. And from that, I learned how to get excited about learning new things. I ended up getting so curious about the World's Fair that I took on the project of making a gigantic newspaper with articles about all of the inventions at the fair. And that year, our attention to detail really paid off, and we ended up placing 8th at Globals. In 8th grade, our team dynamic shifted considerably as we lost 2 old team members and then gained 2 new ones. From this, I learned how to resolve conflict. The new team dynamic led to some bickering, and I had to learn how to unite people and appreciate their contributions. This wasn't easy to navigate, but this teamwork skill is still one of the most valuable ones I have learned. 9th grade taught me how to make time for the things that I love. I had never been more busy with schoolwork, but I still decided to dedicate myself to DI, and then I learned how to balance the two. I learned that if something is truly important to me, I can find a way to make time for it. And I did, because I truly understood the value of DI.
10th grade was my final year participating in DI as a team member, and I knew this before the season started.
At this point, our team was the oldest team at regionals, and from that, I learned how to be a leader. I loved my experience with DI, and I wanted all of the younger participants to find it just as exciting and uplifting as I had. I wanted to encourage the younger teams because I had been in their situation not too long ago. And I realized that I was the role model now, and I learned how to act as one.
That year I also noticed that participation at regionals had decreased by a lot, and I'm in the IB program and we're required to make something called a personal project.
I did mine about DI, and I shared a video that I made about DI with the guidance departments of various elementary schools to try to increase participation. I wanted other students to have the same life-changing experience that I had.
DI taught me all of these things. It also taught me that no matter how hard you try, mailing labels will never, ever be able to hold together an entire tower. That's not a metaphor.
Even though I'm no longer on a DI team, I apply what I've learned from DI to my life every day, and also to the other extracurricular activities that I participate in. For example, I volunteered to make props for the hurrah players to use in their productions. DI taught me how to do this using creative materials. I'm currently on staff for my school's leadership workshop, which is all about working as a team and teaching other students about teamwork. I've collaborated to write a script for one of our leadership skits, and I'm in charge of a lot of the painting. And of course, being in a pandemic requires a new type of creative problem solving, which I'm navigating with my new team. All of these things are lessons that I will never forget, and that have become such a crucial part of my life and my identity. I never want to stop participating in DI as a volunteer, and hopefully one day as an appraiser or a team manager, because I want to give back to DI for everything that it did for me. But anyway, everything that I need to know I learned from DI, so thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for the scholarship and for all of the opportunities that DI has given me over the years.
Hello, DI Virginia, and DI Florida, and DI North Carolina, and DI South Carolina, and DI Louisiana, and DI Arkansas. This year has been one instant challenge after another, hasn't it? It was certainly an epic remix of Destination Imagination mixed up with a brand new way to go to school for many of you. I bet you sometimes felt like a hamster on a wheel, just running like a critter in a big adventure. But this year, you've all taken things to the next level. I bet you started asking yourself, how do I even do DI online? Well, case closed. You've all figured it out and done an amazing job developing skills and memories that are built to last. It all started out with your team reading and understanding the challenge. And in theory, it seems straightforward and easy. But in practice, you pulled in all of your imagination and perseverance to get the job done. Your video solutions included amazing stories, song and dance, beautiful artwork, mechanical dreams, engineering feats, and project podcasts that amazed our eardrums. Congratulations. Consider yourself some of the most talented kids in the world. After this season, anything is possible when you put your mind to it. Everyone at Destination Imagination headquarters congratulates every participant, team members and team managers, on an amazing challenge season. Good luck to everyone, and thank you again for being part of the DI community.
For Instant Challenge, our teams had to apply teamwork and the creative process to create a video solution over the course of just a few days, whether the challenge was performance-based or task-based, and whether the team was allowed to use materials in their solution or not. Our appraisers were impressed with the variety of creative solutions we received from teams across all of the Super Southeast affiliates.
Hi, my name's Katie Hayden, and I participated in Destination Imagination for 12 years and started out as a Rising Star. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce the 2021 Rising Stars Challenge in our two teams. This year's Rising Stars Challenge is Critter's Big Adventure. For this challenge, teams researched a critter and created an adventure for him or her. Teams created a picture book that told the story of this adventure and presented this book in a video presentation. Teams shared their artwork and included a visual special effect. Plus, every adventure needs music. Rising Stars rock around the clock. These teams wrote and performed a special song that helped tell their story. We love our Rising Stars team and hope they'll keep coming back to share their creativity. Now we present the 2021 Rising Stars Destination Imagination team.
Lynn, jump! I'm trying to get the coin. We're on a quest here, Lynn. We've got to help Princess Diva rescue Oreo and Squeegee.
We're totally awesome. Get it? Totally. Yoshi is going to use her special ability to time warp straight to the best in tournament announcement for the next level challenge.
Yoshi, that was terrible. Lynn, nobody's laughing at your video game jokes.
Well, just get on with the next level technical challenge winners, because those teams really are totally awesome.
Welcome to the Scientific Challenge. This challenge blends the curiosity of scientific research with the creative expression of performance art. In this session, teams will present a video that tells a story about a scientific law that is bent or broken. They'll show how it's being bent or broken, and they'll include an expert and a witness in the story. Prepare to be amazed with techniques to tell the story in the style of a documentary film. Teams will also include 2 team choice elements that show off their interests, skills, and areas of expertise. And now, we present the top scoring teams for In Theory.
What do you get when you combine music, literature, and costumes with production techniques? This year's Fine Arts Challenge, Epic Remix. Teams were asked to take a classic piece of literature and reimagine it as a music video. They also had to create a special costume and use at least 3 production techniques. Here are the winners for the Fine Arts Challenge.
From the moment this team made their grand entrance into Hogwarts, we were transported into Harry Potter's world of young wizards. They didn't muggle through their music video. Instead, with a wave of a wand, they transported us from live action to a stop motion world of a meticulously recreated Lego Hogwarts castle. With original music and lyrics being sung about a Hufflepuff, Harry and his Lego friends moved perfectly around the floor after meeting the Sorting Hat, all captured on still photos, which, when combined, created an outstanding and musical example of a stop-motion video. The team's dedication to research, learning a new skill, designing and executing a project of this complexity deserves to be front-page news in the Daily Prophet. This team demonstrated outstanding creativity and risk-taking by selecting the dictionary as their piece of literature. This team had words jumping right off the page and springing to life through their masterfully crafted music video. Characters came to life through the team's dynamic portrayals, music, and lyrics. The appraisers were quickly transported into their world of words and entertained from start to finish. Their unique out-of-the-box musical masterpiece epically remixed the dictionary and demonstrated the amazing spirit of adventure, creativity, and imagination that would have made Da Vinci proud. From the moment we met Wide-Eyed Alice to the moment of their dizzying tumble down the rabbit hole, this team's Wonderland took us on a trip in the style of a MTV music video. Vivid characters greeted us to the sounds of a psychedelic rock score, brimming with thrumming key and tempo changes. This team's exciting close-ups, special effects, and marvelous integration of hand-painted backgrounds via a green screen created a production that would rival any professionally made music video. The intricate playing cards costume of the Queen of Hearts, the red-eyed Mad Hatter, and his puppets, along with the other characters, brought Alice in Wonderland to life. This witty, tight-knit, and nuanced performance made us want to run right out and get a book so that we could see what will happen next. A young woman struggling with depression and loneliness walks away from the edge of a cliff with a new view on life and a will to live in this team's music video based on Edgar Allan Poe's Dream Within a Dream. Without a piece of dialogue, the soulful music and expertly constructed computer animation told a story that drew us in deeply, deep into her despair. The creativity, workmanship, and execution of the animation combined live action and digital art so well that, like our heroine, we seamlessly moved between the real and digital dream world. Deliberate use of color to reveal her mental states, scene changes between alternate realities, and the toggling back and forth between the vocals of 2 talented singers enhanced this story of how life is too precious to lose. The team's originality, courage, and risk-taking associated with this subject, along with the intricate weaving between her real and virtual worlds, created such an impact on the appraisal team that tears were shed by all.
Yes, ma'am. Pingleton National Detective Agency is on the case. I shall get with my trusted sidekick to help you solve this mystery. Ooh, I think I found something.
Mr. Pinkerton.
Ooh, there you are, my sidekick.
Come on, I got a name. It's the fitness class instructor.
Yes,
Remember?
I'm sorry, my son.
It's okay. So I was looking for you because, check this out. I found a clue.
Ooh, great. But guess what?
What?
I, too, found a clue.
Ah, so there were 2 clues.
Correct, 2 clues.
Well, I mean, one of them's got to be like the true clue, right?
Correct. But one can also be misleading, which would keep us from solving this mystery.
Well, you are the detective. You sound like you know what you're talking about.
Yes, I am the first police detective in Chicago, Cook County.
And proud of it. So, how do we tell them apart?
Well, you know what? Use my forensic technique.
Great idea.
Yes.
Nah. What does this mean?
Well, it looks like we found the clue.
This has got to be how we solve the mystery.
By George, I think we got it.
Consider this case closed.
From Asheville, North Carolina, I am proud to present this year's Destination Imaginations Engineering Challenge, Built to Last. Teams in this category research visual art and architectural styles. They built a 3D model of a building and created a story that showed how opposites can complement each other. To enhance their video, they also had to use split screen technology. From the Southeast Super Affiliate Tournament, we are so proud of all the teams that participated in this challenge. And now, here are your top scoring teams.
This team has shown outstanding creativity in the cinematography of their challenge solution for their well put together video, complete with its own music score, drama filled action shots of deforestation, and creative filming angles showing the construction of their building. This Da Vinci Award goes to the middle level team, Wonder Creek Workshop.
Greetings from sunny Florida. Heard any good podcasts lately?
Our project podcast teams identified a community need and then created a project to address that need. After the project finished, they made a video presentation with a clip-hanging podcast with a quirky character and a commercial break with an outrageous claim. We want to thank all of our teams for the impact they've had on their communities. And now, not to leave you hanging, here are the top-rated podcasts for the year.
Congratulations, everybody. And the affiliate directors for each state will be in contact with all those teams that are global bound.
We appreciate you all coming today to help us celebrate during this virtual closing ceremony. We just hope that you'll join us again next year for another fantastic season of DI.